Yes. Good evening, guys. Today we have discussed about the circular economy, redefining business for a sustainable future. If we can say in simple word for this entire topic is transforming waste into wealth. That's it, right? We can see in depthly. First, what is circular economy? It is the new concept in this, not only for in that world, even that corporate field, no, it's a very new concept in the circular economy. The circular economy is on economic system. It's designed to minimize waste and maximize the most of available resources. Unlike the traditional linear economy, which follow a take, make, dispose model. Previously, we are following this way only. Yes, I mean this model only. Take, make, and dispose. But in that circular economy, emphasize reduce, reuse, and recycle. Yes, the approach to ensure sustainability. It is a regenerative framework. The aim is keeping product, components, and materials in use for long possible while reducing the environmental footprint. What is the key concept of the circular economy? Key concept is reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reduce, lower the consumption of raw material by designing products or by reducing waste during production. Reuse. Maximize the lifespan of product by repairing or sharing them instead of discarding them after single use. Then recycle. Convert waste material into new product to minimize, right? Minimization of other ingredients should be joined or other material should be joined to make the new product. So the example of circular of economy in actions, for example, in fashion industry, many companies like Patagonia encourage customers to return own out a product for repair rather than disposal. They also use recycled materials to product their apparel. Then plastic waste management, no? Instead of single-use plastics, more companies are shifting to biodegradable packaging material or reusable containers. Then construction industries, if you take, companies are now using recycled building materials such as crushed concrete as well as the reclaimed wood to construct new buildings, especially the modular construction system, no, allow building to be easily disassembled, especially the components reused for future project. Then energy sectors, if you take some example, waste to energy initiative convert organic waste into biogas or fertilizer, the promoting their resource efficiency. We implement the concept of circular economy, the environmental, especially economic and social benefits are involving. That's why many corporate sectors just to be changed in the traditional to new. What is the principle of circular economy? The circular economy operate on three fundamental principles. These principles major aim to redefine the way resources are utilized and managed. These principles ensure a balance between economic growth, especially environmental sustainability. Let's explore one by one. First one is design out waste and pollution. The first principle focuses on proactively eliminating waste and pollution during the design phase of the product and system. Waste and pollution are often byproduct of poor design. It's agree, no? Right? Everyone should be agreed that. A circular approach involved innovative thinking to use sustainable material, optimize production efficiency, and adopt clear technology to minimize the harmful outputs. Example, eco-friendly packaging, no? The companies like Dell use biodegradable and recyclable package material instead of plastic. The second principle is keep product and materials in use. This principle promote extending the life cycle of the product and material by reusing, remanufacturing, or recycling them. The goal is to create a closed loop system where resources remain valuable rather than being wasted. Instead of the traditional use and dispose, the focus is on creating systems that keep product and material in circulation, ensuring maximum utility over time. Example, the electronic recycling programs. Nowadays, many of the companies, brands or implement that programs like HB and Lenovo, no? it's the old devices for resale or recycle their components for new product. Such a programs are encouraged. So these are the things it's helpful for to making their circular economy into the next level. Then regenerated, the third principle is regenerated natural systems. This principle emphasizes restoring and regenerating the plant ecosystem by returning valuable nutrients, especially to the soil, and supporting renewable recycling resources. The circular economy seeks to go beyond merely reducing harm to actively improving the environment. Activities like composting, regenerative agriculture, especially using renewable energy sources, help for ecosystems. These goals is to create the system that minimization of natural process. Yes, where wastage become a resources rather than a burden. Right? By emphasizing these three principles, the business and society can transition from linear consumption model to sustainable system. The linear consumption model, previously I told that take, make, dispose. But the sustainable system is circular economy, right? So the sustainable system that eliminate waste, maximize resource utilization, and nurture the environment effectively. The need for a circular economy. Why the corporate, especially our world, just move on to the circular economy? What is the necessity is there? Because the world is facing significant challenge due to the traditional linear economy model. Yes, take, make, dispose. This model is unsustainable in the long term because it's lead to resource waste accumulation, especially severe environmental consequence. So, a shift to the circular economy is essential to address these issues and create a sustainable future. What are the challenges that linear economy were faced in previously? Yes, the first one is depleting resources. The natural resources such as fossil fuel, minerals, and fresh water are being consumed at on unsustainable rate. The United Nations estimate that 2050, the global population will require 3 times the resources available today. So creating a critical resource scarcity crisis, right? So the second one is increasing waste and population. The linear system, the previous model generate vast amount of waste, much of which end up in landfill or oceans. For example, only 9% of plastic waste is recycled globally. Yes, while the rest contribution to populations. The toxic emanations from industrial process and discarded material harm ecosystem and human health also. So the third challenges is climate change impact, right? Extracting and processing raw material combined with excessive waste production contributes significantly to greenhouse gas emissions. So the highlight of that, the current economic practice, the intensifying climate related risk like rising sea levels, extreme weather, especially the biodiversity losses, everything is happened. That's why we are move on to the, we are just to be go for that next, preference for the next level of circular economy. What in that circular economy, what is the benefits is there? One is reduce resource dependency. By reusing, repairing, and recycling material, the circular economy minimize reliance on virgin resources, ensuring long-term resource availability also. The second benefit is mitigating environmental damage. The circular practice such as reducing wastage, adopting sustainable design, and regenerating natural system help lower population and restore ecosystem. Then innovation and economic growth also. The circular economy foster the development of new technologies, the business model and markets, right? So it create opportunity for industries to innovate while reducing environmental impact. Transitioning to circular practice not only addressing these pressing issues, but also open the door to sustainable economic growth, innovation, and a healthier planet for future generations. These are the benefits are involved in the circular economy. Then how the circular economy works? The diagram represents the cyclical flow of material in the circular economy, emphasizing the continuous loop that reduce waste and maximize resource efficiency. The first one is the raw material. The process begins with the extraction of natural resources. Example, metal, plastic, and minerals, right? Which are used as input for the production of goods. It's move on to the production. These raw material are transformed into product. In the circular economy, the production process are designed to minimize waste, to use renewable energy and reduce environmental impact. So the consumption part, the product are then consumed by users. In this stage, the emphasis is on durability, repairability, and upgradability to extend product life and reduce the frequency of disposable. So the consumption just go for next, the recycling, no? So once a product reaches the end of its life, it enters the recycling phase, where materials are recovered and reused to create new products. This process reduces the need for fresh raw materials. Then go for reuse. Some product or components are directly reused without needing extensive recycling. This could involve repurposing items, thus avoiding waste altogether, right? Then the natural resources. It's towards natural resources. Ultimately, the aim is to reduce the pressure on natural resources by closing the loop. Through recycling, reuse, and sustainable productions, the need for new raw material is minimized, supporting more sustainable and resource efficient system. We can possible to make the resource efficient system also. In essence, this cycle promote a regenerative approach where resources are continuously reused, less wastage, reduced environmental impact, and more sustainable growth. Now you can understand how the circular economy works, right? Please, if having any doubt in between, please unmute and ask me. Okay? Yes, Rafi? Yes. The next one is business opportunity in the circular economy. The transition to a circular economy open up significant business opportunities by encouraging innovative practices and sustainable growth. The companies can adopt new business model that align with the principles of circularity, creative values while addressing environmental and resource challenges. New business model in the circular economy. The first one is product as services, right? The concept is the business retain ownership of product and provide them as a service, ensuring ongoing value creation while maintaining control over the life cycle of the product. Example, the companies like Philips offer lighting as a service where customer pay for the light usage rather than purchasing bulb, right? So the Philips retain ownership, ensuring efficient recycling or upgrading. The second, sharing economy. The concept of that sharing economy is platform enable sharing or renting underutilized assets, especially reducing the need for new production and promoting resource efficiently. Example, the Uber encourage car sharing, reducing the number of vehicles required overall. Yes, the demand should be controlled because of they are introduced the cost sharing options. Then recycling and upcycling, upgrading, right? This concept, the business focus on repurposing wastage material into new. The high value product minimizing raw material extraction and reducing waste. Example, a startup like TerraCycle turn waste like cigarettes butts into the usable material. Then upcycled food brands create snacks using byproduct from food production such as bulb from juicing, right? The juice product. So the example of the circular economy leaders, no, here I am just giving their few example. That example is helpful for how that circular economy to providing business opportunity to corporate, right? So the first one is the Kia. They introduced furniture take back programs. In that company introduced the furniture, the old furnitures take back programs. It's encouraging customers to return old furniture for resale, repair, or recycling, right? Then the piloted rental services for furnitures in selected market, reducing waste and extending product life cycle also. Then Patagonia offers a clothing repair services to extend the life of garments, reducing their wastage of textile industries. It's operate a resale program, the One Wear, where customer can buy used Patagonia gear or trade in their old items. Then Dell that runs a laptop recycling program where components from old laptops are repurposed to produce new product and minimizing e-waste also. The Dell closed loop recycling ensure that valuable materials like plastic and metals are reused. So the circular economy offer the business on opportunity to innovate, enhance customers' loyalty as well as the contribute sustainability, which achieve economic growth. The companies like the IKEA, then Patagonia, then Dell are leading example of how the business can thrive by adopting circular practices. These companies, not only these companies, the many companies are nowadays just to promoting their circular economy because due to some government, I mean that government benefits to them also available also, then it is considered as a one of the CSR activity also. Yes, corporate social activities also. The companies just to ensure their circular economy in our business, it's treated as involvement of CSR, right? Then circular economy in action. The principle of the circular economy are being implemented globally and locally through innovative practices, the government policies and business model. Let's look at how the concept is shaping economy worldwide and in India. The few example I'm giving there in India and a few example I'm giving there worldwide also. The first I'm taking there Netherlands. Right? The Netherlands is a global leader in circular economy initiatives aiming to achieve 24% circularity by 2020 and the 100% by 2050. The Netherlands is a leader of global to implement the circular economy. Then the Netherlands, it uses recycled material in infrastructure projects such as building, roads, and reclaimed alphabets, everything. Even they are ensuring they are circular agriculture, especially for reducing textile wastage, everything in the Netherlands. Next, Finland. The circular economy roadmap. The Finland has developed a comprehensive roadmap to reduce its dependency on raw material and enhance resource efficiency also. Example, the country promotes circular business hubs such as the Kemi Tornio Circular Economy Innovative Platform, where companies collaborate on recycling and bio-based solutions. The Finland focus on education and awareness integrates circular economy concept into the school curriculum also. So the circular economy in the Indian context, okay, in worldwide, the Netherlands and Finland more focusing on circular economy. What about in India? Yes, in India, e-waste recycling initiatives already started, right? The India generate approximately 3.2 million tons of e-waste annually. So make it at one of the largest e-waste producers globally. So the initiatives such as e-Parishara, it is the scheme. It's focused on safe e-waste collections and segregations and recycling also. The next, use of crop to produce bioenergy. Rise the crop wastage to produce the bioenergy. India focuses significant challenges with agricultural residue burning, which contribute to severe air pollution also. So the bioenergy solutions, the crop wastage like paddy, straw are being repurposed. Yes, to produce biogas and bioethnological also. Ethanol, right? The biogas and bioethanol should be produced because of crop wastage. Use the crop wastage. So the why the circular economy matters in India, because the developed countries, okay, possible it's implement their new technology, new concept, everything. But the developing countries, one of the country of India, why the circular economy is matter here. The thing is the population and resource pressure. Yes, as one of the most population country, right? So India needs sustainable solutions to meet rising resources demand, especially while managing waste. Then economic opportunity also. The circular practice can create job in waste management, recycling, and renewable energy sectors. So lot of economic opportunities behind to implement that circular economy. So the India just to take care of that, so I mean eagerly to implement their circular economy. Then environmental benefits also is there, addressing issues like air pollution, water scarcity, and urban waste through circular solutions contribute to the cleaner environment and better public health also. So the global leaders like Netherlands and Finland are demonstrating the potential of circular economy. While India is taking through e-waste and recycling and bioenergy initiatives. By scaling these efforts, India can transition towards a more sustainable and resource efficient, yes, in future. It's creating economic as well as that environmental benefits for their citizens. Then what is the benefits of circular economy for business? Yes, adopting circular economy practices offer significant advantage to the business by promoting sustainable growth, cost efficiency, and customer loyalty. Everything is behind. The first one is benefit us economic gains, especially cost saving from resource efficiency. The circular practice, such as reducing materials, reusing their materials, recycling, and designing for durability, can significantly reduce the production cost. So automatically the business get the, I mean the corporate get the economic gain. The next one is new revenue stream through innovative business models. The business model like product as a service, repair service, and resale the program generate additional income while recycling wastage. So it's automatically considered as a economic gains of the business. Then sustainability impact, especially reduced greenhouse gas emissions, right? So the circular practice lower emissions by reducing the extraction of raw material and the energy incentive manufacturing process associated with linear models. So the better waste management, the business contribute to solve the global waste crisis by designing out waste, promoting recycling, and reducing pollutions. So especially the sustainability benefits are behind. Then competitive advantage, the brand differentiation. The business that adopt circular economic practice stand out in competitive market as leader in sustainability. So the consumer trust in sustainable practices. The eco-conscious customers. Nowadays, previously even that developed countries consumers and customers having such awareness about their purchasing, buying behaviors, everything should be different to compare the developing, underdeveloping consumers' behavior, right? Nowadays, the worldwide, the globally, the consumer preference, consumers buying decisions, the consumer attitude should be different, right? It's everything, it's moved towards the eco-conscious. So, especially to prefer brands, the customers prefer brands that demonstrate a commitment to environmental, leading to stronger brand loyalty. So it's create their brand loyalty also. The customers nowadays just to prefer which brand, just to conscious about their eco-friendly. So automatically the brand, the customers loyalty, the customer trust in sustainability automatically just to improve. So by embracing that circular economy principle, the business can achieve economic gains, reduce their environmental footprint, and gaining a competitive edge in the market. These benefits not only enhance the profitability, please understand that, but also align the business with global effort to create more sustainable and resilient economy also, right? So what is the challenges in adopting the circular economy? While the circular economy offered transformative potential, its adoption faces several challenges across economy, technological, culture, and policy dimensions. These barriers need to address to ensure a smooth transition from a linear to circular model. First, economic barriers, high initial cost. Transitioning to circular business model often requires significant upfront investment in new technologies, then making some infrastructures and supply chain redesigns, everything. Then the lack of financial incentives also. In many regions, the business lack access to subsidies like tax benefits or funding to offset in initial cost of adopting circular practices. Then the technological limitations, need for advanced recycling technology. Existing recycling system often struggle to handle complex material or achieve high quality output also. So the underdeveloped circular supply chains, that is also one of the barrier. The efficient reverse logistic for collecting, sorting, and reprocessing material or skill lacking in many industries. Yes, hindering the circular flow of resources. These are the barriers is behind in the technological, leading in the technological limitations. Then cultural resistance, the lack of awareness. Many businesses and customers are unaware of the benefits of the circular economy because which slow its adoption, right? Because due to the government not giving such a awareness to the people, not creating such awareness to the business person, business community. Then the behavioral that is also it's behind that, right? Then resistance to change in established practices and mindsets create a significant barriers. So the interference of that attitude of behavioral, it is the major challenges to implementing their circular economy. Then policy gap, inadequate regulations. In many countries, even like India also, the policies promote circular practice such as mandatory recycling and extended producer responsibility or either absent or poorly enforced. But the government to give that strict circular, strict policy adoptions to compulsory want to be implement such a things, no? So automatically the faster growing we can possible to expect. But nowadays the underdeveloped, especially the developing countries, are not giving such a forces from the government side. So it's slow adoption is, it is also, it's a major barriers of implementing their circular economy. Then lack of standardizations, the options of standardized framework and metrics for circularity makes it difficult for business to measure progress or align practices across industries. Then adopting the circular economy require overcoming economic, technological, cultural, and policy barriers, right? We want to overcome. The government and the business and consumers must collaborate to address these challenges by providing financial incentives, investing in innovation, fostering awareness, and implementing supportive regulations. Only then can the transition to a circular economy become a global reality. Nowadays, some NGOs, some branded companies, only just to take care of that circular economy in voluntary basis. The rest of that things, no, the government side, even the consumers also want to be take care of involvement in the implementation of circular economy, no? So automatically these changes only the good transition is possible in global reality. Then yes, what is the role of MBA graduates in the circular economy? Yes, because you are the upcoming business leader in the world. So what is your role in the circular economy? Yes, I feel that in your responsibility is more important than other educators, right? So that's why I'm just to preparing this slides, especially for you want to be analyzed, you want to be realize your accountability and responsibility in the circular economy. So the MBA graduates can play a critical role in advancing the principle of the circular economy by leveraging their business expertise to thrive sustainable practices, develop innovative solutions, and lead organizational transformations. Their skill set align with the growing demand for professionals who can integrate sustainability into business strategies. What is the key skills required? The strategic thinking for sustainable business model, right? The MBA graduate must develop the ability to design and implement business model that prioritized the resource efficiency, waste reduction, and long-term sustainability. Example, you only identify the opportunity for transitioning to product as a services model or integrating closed loop system in manufacturing process. Previously, I told that if you want to implement that circular economy, the manufacturing design want to be changed. That only the raw material usage should be reduced, as well as the recycling, the reuse process is everything is possible. So you as a MBA candidate, you only make their strategic model, right? Strategic thinking, everything you only want to be implement. Then next one is knowledge of green finance and sustainability matrix. The familiarity with sustainable finance instruments such as green bond, carbon credits, and impact investment is essential. Especially the MBA graduates should also understand that sustainability matrix like carbon footprint, life cycle assessment, and ESG, environmental, social, and governance criteria, everything. Right? So, third one is leadership in driving challenge. Effective leadership is critical to overcome resistance, inspire stakeholders, and manage change. Example, leading cross-functional team to implement circular initiatives or influencing corporate policies towards sustainability goals. What is the career opportunity? We can focus the circular economy, especially the MBA candidates having their opportunity, I mean career opportunity in the following area. One is sustainability consulting. The role is advising organization on implementing circular practice, reducing waste, and aligning with global sustainability standards. You can appointed as your advising organizations, right? So the example, working with client to design strategy for achieving net zero carbon emissions or improving waste management practices also. There's a second area, circular product design and supply chain management. Role here, no, the creating product and supply chain that align with circular economy principle. Yes, such as modularity, durability, and recyclability based on. Example, developing sustainable packaging solutions or managing reverse logistic for product recovery and recycling. So this area, the career opportunity is there for MBA graduates to full-fledged implement in the circular economy. Why the MBA graduates are crucial? Because the holistic perspective. Yes, then the MBA graduates are trained to balance financial performance with social and environmental impact, making them well suited for circular economy role. Then business acumen, right? They can, I mean, the MBA can, the MBA graduate, you can translate sustainability concept into profitable business strategy. Ensuring circular initiatives align with organizational goals, everything is possible, right? Then change agent also. With leadership and managerial skills, you can advocate for sustainable practices with the traditional business environment. So why I just to be here, I'm trying to tell you, yes, telling you the MBA graduates are uniquely positioned to shape the future of the circular economy by combining their business knowledge with sustainability principle. From consulting to supply chain innovation, their contribution, your contribution can drive economic growth while addressing pressing environmental challenges. So the business and educational institution must prioritize the circular economy education to prepare, yes, the graduates for these emerging opportunities. Yes, my opinion also like this. Yes, in MBA, one of the curriculum, yes, one of the courses want to be introduced in that circular economy. It's useful for you, because in that perspective only I was thinking. That's only just to I was chosen that topic to be delivered today. Yes, you want to be understand that basic few demanding concept as well as new concept of nowadays. Yes, gig economy, then circular economy. These are the things you want to be understand, right? Not only for your initiative purpose, at least you want to be attend that interview or something, no, face some GD purpose, I mean group discussions. Nowadays that these much of new concept topic only they, I mean that interviewer just delivering their in the time of hiring, right? Then what is the future trends in circular economy? What about in future? The concept, because some concept the future is not to be go for long term, right? It's only the short span. But in that circular economy, no, the evolution of the circular economy is being shaped by technological advancement, urban innovations, and cross industry collaboration. These trends will transition to more sustainable system and unlock new opportunity of business and societies, especially AI and IoT to circular supply chains, right? The AI enable predictive analytics to reduce wastage, optimize inventory, and streamline the recycling process. The IoT, the Internet of Things, enhance transparency by tracking materials and product throughout their life cycle. Then circular cities, then and the smart infrastructures also, no, the urban centers are adopting circular economy principle by integrating waste management, renewable energy, and sustainability mobility systems. Example, the Singapore, no, the employees zero waste strategy, where treated wastewater is recycled for industrial and domestic use. Then smart infrastructure. Future cities will rely on smart infrastructure to maximize resource efficiency and reduce waste also. The next, the collaboration across industry for shared solutions, the cross industry innovations. The collaboration among industries will be key to overcoming challenges like resource scarcity and waste management. Then public private partnership also, the government, business, and NGO will collaborate to scale circular economy initiatives globally. The future of the circular economy will be powered by technological advancement, the smart urban planning, and collaborative innovations, right? So the AI, IoT, and circular cities will transform how the resources are used, while partnership across industries will ensure shared solution to global challenges. Embracing these trends will help create a sustainable, efficient, and the economy growth also. We just to conclude today's section on the circular economy, emphasizing two key points, right? The one is the circular economy as on economic opportunity. While it is often framed as an environmental imperative, then the circular economy presents business with opportunity to innovate, reduce waste, and optimize reuse, then enhance profitability. By rethinking the life cycle of products, the companies can drive cost saving, new revenue streams, and stronger customer loyalty also. Then second one is adoption of future readiness, right? So the business that embrace circular principle will position themselves as leader in a rapidly evolving market. As sustainability become increasingly critical for customers, investors, and regulators, those who integrate circular strategy will be better prepared for future challenges and market demands. My final thought is, I am here just to mention one course. The circularity is not the end of growth. It is the beginning of sustainable prosperity. Yes, the underscore the idea that adopting circular economy practices does not mean stopping growth. Rather, it present a path toward long-term prosperity, right? By fostering innovations, reducing wastage, ensuring that business growth is aligned with sustainable resource management. So in my opinion of this, in today's section summary, the circular economy is not just a trend, right? It's not a trend topic. It is a transformative approach that can lead to sustainable and profit growth, especially enabling business to remain competitive in the increasing eco-conscious world. Right? Now, do you have any doubt, please? If having any doubt, anyone, please? If having any doubts, I hope that this circular economy helpful for you, not only for in your career purpose, it's helping for to increasing or including your insights in the next sense, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, thank you. Do you
Thank
have
you.
Need for this topic is taking for that next week or upcoming week? Do you have any idea? Please share with me. Okay, because I feel that the general topic means in a MBA graduates, what are the topic they want to be, because I don't know your curriculum, everything. So if you want any current topics, or if you feel that this topic is helpful for you, for your team members or something, means please share with me. Okay, please share with Adira madam. The Adira ma'am just sharing with me directly. Okay. Thank you. If you're having any doubt, please. Otherwise, leave the sessions. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Please welcome.